it's HANNAHBLACK with Invictus Unconquerable. I just wanted to take a moment to start this video off to explain some things. On Thursday, August 8th, Lazar Dukic tragically drowned in Event 1 while swimming in the lake, and we started recording this video before that happened, so you can kind of see like a very obvious shift in energy and moods and everything from before that happened to after that happened. So I just wanted to take a moment to kind of explain where the first half of this video is coming from and why the second half is so drastically different. We can talk about it because like a lot of people asked me like, how was the CrossFit Games, or like, you know, how do you feel and stuff like that, and it honestly, like, I don't know, it's like, it's hard to put in words because it kind of felt like a fog. Like, this isn't the CrossFit Games. Like, I don't know what this was. This was something. It wasn't really what we expected. Obviously, no one could have seen that coming. And it, like, I don't know, like, we did the best with what we had. But it was honestly, it was really hard to be out there, and like nothing felt right. Like, it didn't feel like what I had been told it would feel like, for obvious reasons, and the way that, you know, like, some people chose to carry on, some people didn't. It just was, it all felt like wrong. And although like I didn't know him personally, I knew a lot of people that did, and so it just impacted every aspect, and it was really honestly like hard to go on. And I would say that Thursday was like the saddest day in CrossFit history. It was miserable, and I don't know, like I don't consider that what I did on Friday, Saturday, Sunday as like the real CrossFit Games. That, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that. And it kind of just had like this like really sad like cloud around it. But again, like, you know, we did the best with what we could. We've been praying nonstop for Luca and the family, and I hope that whatever comes out of this ensures that something like this can never happen again. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I know, right?
CrossFit Invictus Unconquerable, HANNAHBLACK. Wow, I crushed it.
I was stretching out. Camera?
Go up right now. Do I look normal right now?
Yeah, you look normal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's right out here. You're looking right. But... okay, how are you feeling? We just checked in.
I'm excited. I think like it didn't really hit me that we're in Texas for the CrossFit Games until like right now. I think like the whole check-in process I was like super excited about, but I like didn't really know what was in store, and it was like obviously like way more than I thought. But it's really cool to like hear the background story of Go Ruck and like all of the people coming together to make this like such a special experience, and to remember that like this is my first CrossFit Games and hopefully it won't be my last, but like to know that and to know like what a big deal it is to make it is like everything to me.
Welcome to day 2 of the 2024 CrossFit Games and the first day of competition for the teams on the floor inside Dickies Arena, less than an hour after the tribute by the CrossFit community here on the floor in remembrance of Lazar Jukic.
46 for sandbag squats, 200 pounds more than the minute. 1 5 calories. Again, they're going to advance forward once they complete their required 40.
Lane 9, CrossFit Invictus Unconquerable. Working back in the air, lane 1 for CrossFit Mayhem.
All right. How do you feel?
I feel okay. Ready to get out there and do something that's hard. Just happy to have the opportunity to get out there again.
So we're gonna do a little recap because all we have from before was before the team event yesterday that y'all didn't get to do, and it was before everything that happened.
Sweet.
So if you can give me like a little bit of what was going through your mind before the team event started, when they pulled y'all back, and then the event getting canceled.
Yeah, I was not really looking forward to that event, so I like nerves were like super high. It was really early in the morning. We got on the start mat. We had like 3 minutes, and I was like standing there like ready with like my watch and everything, and then they delayed us. And then while they delayed us, Dan got stung by a bee, so we were all freaking out about that. And then we kind of realized that something was wrong because we kept getting delayed, and there was a lot of extra people there and a lot of things going on. And then we got told to go back to the tent, and then after that we just went back to the hotel and obviously found out what was happening, which is like the worst thing that you could ever imagine, and it was really, really upsetting, especially when we didn't know anything. So we just kind of sat at the hotel waiting to hear like what happened and how everything was gonna go, and it was really, I don't know, it was just like such a sad time, like for everyone, everything. It was the worst day of CrossFit thus far, and I think that it'll like greatly impact how CrossFit goes forward. How that happens, I'm not sure, but it was a nightmare. And then we came back here last night for a meeting that took like over 2 hours. Not a ton got done in the meeting. I think people obviously felt very strongly one way or another, and kind of like let us voice our opinions. Not that really any of us spoke up that much, but it was just a lot, and the conversations were really heavy, and it was like a lot to take in. We got a survey to vote on if we want the games to continue or not, and then went home and found out that the games are continuing, or a version of what the games are now are continuing. I don't even know what to call it. And so we got our workouts last night at like 11:30 at night, and then showed up this morning for the memorial, which was really sad. And then did our first event, which didn't go well.
Yeah, talk about that. What happened?
So we decided to wait a minute, like, and respect, and we did. And then when the clock hit 1, we started, and we absolutely crushed like the first half of the workout. We're flying. Got to the last rope for the legs rope climbs. It was a little higher than all the other ones, and Emily no repped because she hit the wrong part of the beam, and then so they told her to go back. Then we let her take another attempt, and she didn't get to the top. So she had another no rep. So then we were just kind of waiting for her at the end, and she ended up not getting that last rope climb, which is sad because we both worked so hard on legless rope climbs because that was a big goal for both of us, and we don't feel like we got to show the hard work we put in. And I feel for her because that could have been me just as easily. And we worked so hard on those that we shouldn't really get the opportunity to show it. So that's a bummer, but that's okay. We're back for the third event second event
for y'all. Yeah.
Second event that is bike and burpees, which I have been doing this god awful progression of rowing and burpees for about 2 months now. And this, compared to that, is an easy day. So I'm actually pretty pumped. I've been working really hard, and I hope that I get to show it. It's only 3 rounds of 11 bike calories, 11 burpees. So I'm ready to rip. There's only one pace worth having, and that's suicide pace. So ready to die on that and pick it back up from there.
Good. Was this an event that was already scheduled, or?
If it was, we don't know. We didn't know any of the events. So, yeah, we're not sure. We know that the one tonight, the track one, got changed.
Okay. What was that supposed to be, and what is it now?
5x400. That was still up for interpretation, but what we thought it was going to be is one person runs a 400, then we push the bob 100 meters, and then we do 4 rounds of that, because that would equal 5x400. But now it's run a mile and then push the sled 54 meters, which is not in our favor, but that's okay. I'm excited to PR my mile.
I wonder why they changed it.
I don't know. Maybe because we didn't do the longer run yesterday, but
okay.
Who knows? But
all right.
Excited to see what my new mile PR is going to be.
Yeah. Good. All right. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right.
If anyone has snacks, bring them for me when I'm done. I'll be at the athlete entrance in all yellow.
Ladies to break away from the back and head. Round number 2 right now. It's all about round number 1.
On to the ladies' third and final round. 11 calories and bike on over the beer face for both athletes. CrossFit Tiger Valley. Female athletes now still run their bikes at the exact same moment.
Now to get all the burpees. The last calorie on the bike. Here we go. The split to the finish.
Get your own cause this one's gonna kill you. Better run for some shelter, cause we're blowing down this house. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. I'm bringing the soul, here we go. Put your hands up, cause we are a hurricane. We are a hurricane. When the air's getting heavy and you can feel the pressure change, I see the skies getting darker, cause the weatherman says it's gonna rain. We are a hurricane.
I feel like you gotta figure something out.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that's, announcement today, we're gonna be good and not cut, make sure.
You would think that.
One would think
I feel like
that.
if they sent that email out last night, which was already adjusting the kind of plan, I don't know if they would. Because
Their teams are getting cut to 20 for Sunday.
Yes. So
After
that's my
today.
information for that.
Okay.
And if somebody asks a question, throw a blueberry at it.
Don't ask questions.
It's especially stupid questions.
Oh my gosh, people were asking duplicate questions in the first briefing, and my friend Todd is one of the head judges, and they asked the question.
You're friends with Todd?
Yeah, I love him.
Nobody's friends with Todd.
I'm BFFs with Todd. But he was the one that put me in the
Todd doesn't like anyone.
CrossFit
seminar staff program, to be on seminar staff.
Illegally.
Illegally. But
And then when it came time to decide she
I don't have my
they were
L1.
like, wait, you don't have your L1? And she's like, no. And
But anyway, someone asked a duplicate question, and all he did, he literally just stood there and he was like,
Bowed his head.
and he was like,
yeah.
he was like, are you kidding me?
All right, so how did the track workout go yesterday?
I'm a star. Just kidding, I'm not that.
What was y'all's time that y'all got?
I don't know the
It's
time, but I do know, yeah, it's pretty chilly in here. I do know that we ran a 6:34 mile, and that was with the extra distance, in and out of the field. So
Dang.
basically that really puts me at a sub 30 mile, which I have never done.
A sub 30?
Yeah, or sub 6:30.
Oh, okay.
Which I've never, never done in my whole entire life. Until then. So that's
Good.
cool. And then I don't know our final time, but I know that we got 7th, which 7th at the CrossFit Games with a mile run, I'll take. So is this everything that I need? I have no idea. I feel like I'm definitely early late.
Are you always late?
Actually, no. I'm really good at not being late.
Who's always late?
Emily and Dan always, repetitively. I bet they're probably not even down there.
Where even are they?
Am I not actually that late then?
No.
Okay. Gotta get my morning cookie in.
Obviously.
What else would I eat as a professional athlete? I think I have enough bags.
Yeah, what do we got, 4? That's probably
we got
good.
a clothes bag, we got 2 food bags, and then an equipment bag.
Do you need help?
I'm good. Snack bag. Food bag, snack bag, equipment bag. Oh, I'm supposed to take this with me. And this with me. Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, until I need a win. Okay. Every L was a lesson, but it's time for a W. Gotta keep it going, couldn't stop if I wanted to. Looking up above, he's behind and in front of you. Gotta thank God I'm alive and I'm coming through the wind. Cross the finish line with a pin. Wash away my sin with the water from within. Lifting up my chin, take a breath when I swim. First and second place is just me and my twin.
Okay, stop right there. Okay, how do you feel? You're so close to the camera. It's a zoom lens. Every time.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay, how did that event go?
Not as good as we hoped, but not terrible.
What did you hope for and what did y'all get?
I definitely wanted to attempt free standing handstand push-ups because that's something that I've practiced a ton, and I think that given the opportunity, I would have rose to the occasion and been able to do them.
Yeah.
But only Dan got to attempt them. I think we just took a little too long on the cleans. That bag is wild. It's heavier than the worm is, more condensed, and it's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's so unpredictable how it moves. It's kind of funny.
I feel like the weight distribution isn't fair either.
Yeah.
Y'all have 100 and the guys have
for
125.
Sure. It's much heavier on that part, and the other thing is it's so loud on the floor that when Emily, the girl in the back, was calling down, me and Phil couldn't hear, so they would stop it and it would rip out of our hands.
Yeah.
And so that's just we couldn't get into a rhythm. On the worm, we have a really, really good rhythm of dropping, picking up, and that never happened on that. So.
What is the next event?
I'm actually really excited for the next event. It's a really long tipper of wall balls, GHD, box jump overs, dumbbell snatches, and 3 people are working at a time synchro while 1 person's resting. So I'm super excited. Heavy dumbbell. It's a high wall ball target.
Lifting up my chin, take a breath when I swim. First and second place is just me and my twin. Say I need a win.
Lock it out, there they go. That long time of 12 minutes and 35 seconds.
I'm doing it. Stop. He asked you to help. I'm hell yeah, you can, girl.
Earl, did you hear that story?
earlier today, I was walking by somebody who had the same shirt on as me. Didn't
No
know
way.
them. I was like, oh my god, nice shirt.
It
And
wasn't
she was like,
Jenny?
no, it wasn't me, but
didn't know them at all.
HB. And they were like, oh my god, you're Alexa, you're Hannah's friend. And I was like, yeah, I'm Hannah's friend.
Not me. Write it down. We need to make a t-shirt that says Hannah's friend.
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, it's maybe a bad idea.
She gets her height and good looks from me.
Right.
That's right.
What's that?
We got in Thursday morning. We were not at event one.
Okay.
So sad.
Yeah.
We got in for all the events after that.
Have you ever gone to the games before?
Oh yeah. Well, not the games.
Okay.
I was with her in semifinals at Pasadena last year.
Okay.
Rachel and I flew out for that, and
Fun.
that's I think where her name became known when she broke that record.
Yes.
2:15, although her PR was 2:35.
No,
I think.
225.
25.
Give me 10 extra
Anyway,
pounds. It's fine.
It was pretty awesome. We were just. I mean, I know what she's capable of. The world doesn't, but I do. So fun.
Been to a lot of small North Carolina competitions, like tiny
Yeah, like local
gym,
comps.
people packed out, and those are also really very different, but also really fun.
Yeah. That was a humble beginning for sure.
Wait, so when did you start CrossFit?
This was my 6th year in the open, but like legit trying to compete probably only like 3 years.
Oh dang, this was my 6th year in the open too. Bummer.
I used to do a lot of local competitions with my best friend from college, like just partner competitions, and they used to come to like all of them, and it was so much fun. But that was more for like fun.
Antonio.
Yeah.
And some props.
But yeah, my best friend Antonio was actually the one that made me do like competitive CrossFit, like
Shout out.
any type of like actual programming. He started. I don't remember what program it was, but the first day that he started it, he was like, "Do you want to do it with me?" And I was like, I read one workout and I was like, "No, that's terrible. Like, why would I ever want to do that?" And then I watched him from like afar for like maybe like a week or two. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna have to do this with him. He looks sad. So I started doing it. And then ever since then, I was like, I knew like I wanted to compete. I just didn't know like how to get there and like what program to follow and like what coach to have and stuff like that. Definitely came like later on. But starting with him definitely was like, grew my love for the sport because it was something that we could do like together that was really fun. And at that time I was in college and like I didn't really like go out or do anything. Like literally all we did was go to school and then go to the gym. And it actually, like, I wouldn't change it for the world because it ended up being like one of the best times of my life because I didn't have like anything to worry about. Like all I did was go to the gym all day.
Okay, this is best friend. How did y'all meet?
Oh my gosh. Arguing over a number in softball.
The jersey. Our freshman year, we both made varsity and we both went for the same jersey.
What number was
Yours
it?
was a lame reason to go for it.
I think I liked a boy or something. And yours was already your number? Is that right?
I had that number, but then Seth, Randy's son, who plays baseball, was number 2, and I'm 1 better than him, so I had to be 12. Yeah, so.
Yeah, hers was a way cooler reason than mine.
Yeah.
So then I was 7.
I obviously got it. Yeah, she did. Yeah. I was like, alright, that's fair. She liked a boy who had that number.
Yeah. Well, and then he ended up being very lame, so it was a good decision. Best friend, boy, whatever.
Well, they used the pig today for
Box
y'all's
jobs.
boxes, so I figured they're probably going to use them.
They wheeled it out for our brief, and I was like over the moon. I was so excited because I love like a heavy odd object, and I flipped a pig before and had the best time. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be pig flips. Like I'm gonna rip it. Like I can't wait. I was talking junk. I was like, I'll flip the boy pig. Like I don't care. I just want to flip the pig. Like I'm so excited. And then they're like, we're using this for box jumps. And I was like, that is a dumb way
Watch
to
them
use
use
that.
it for individuals. So,
I know.
Like,
I was like, you know it's not for that, right? Like, you broke my heart, but that's okay. That workout was actually super fun.
Y'all did good on that one.
The chipper, that was the most fun that I've had so far, and it was a little stressful at first because we had like a very detailed like plan. Like basically every rep was accounted for, and you had to remember who you're going in to like
switch out, and it wasn't the same person that you switched out. So if that makes sense, like there's
Yeah.
a lot of moving parts
Like
and a lot of
rotated.
reps. Yeah, and like Emily was like writing all the numbers on her arm, and I was like, by the time I was like, oh, that might be a good idea. It was too late. So we kind of got out there, and I had to do 80 straight wall balls. I mean, like we had 2 breaks,
What?
but yeah, it was a little rough. And like I would consider myself pretty good at wall balls, but it was to a 10-foot target, and the targets were really weird. Like you could hit underneath it, and I did hit underneath it like once or twice. So I got like 2 no reps. And then also if you miss it, it just like either falls straight down or goes over the rig. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the girl that throws it over the rig and hits someone else in the head and then has to go get my wall ball. That didn't happen, but
I did catch you on camera tripping on the box though. The moment I got you in focus, you tripped. I was like, okay. Great.
yikes, man. How unfortunate for me.
Just a little drama.
Dramatic, yeah. But that workout was really good. I was happy that they threw a heavy dumbbell in. I wish it slowed more people down, but that's okay.
Yeah, everyone's too fit, too
Yeah.
strong.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. That was super fun, and our plan was almost flawless. So
Good.
pretty good.
Alexa.
Yeah,
Everyone say one nice thing about me. If you know, you know.
You have a great shirt on, and I love it. I know. I had the audacity to like tell that to my high school teachers if they like asked me to do something. Like, oh, Hannah, turn off the lights. Like, say something nice. Everyone in this room somehow, some way has like either like supported me when I needed it or believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, or like given me like some sort of like encouragement for me to keep going, because it is a very, very, very hard thing to do to be a CrossFit athlete. And it's like, I think, I don't know, people just don't talk about it enough because it's so few people do it, but it's because it's so hard. And it's, I'm not talking about like the workouts are hard and like the like skills are hard or like it's hard to lift weights. I'm talking about like it is hard to do that day in and day out if you don't have like so many good people around you to support you doing that, because it does like take its toll like mentally, and also it's not, you know, like the status quo way to live, so you need a lot of support in other ways. So every single person here right now has like helped me tremendously at one time or another, and I would not be where I am doing what I'm doing right now without these people. So
Yeah.
if you want to cry in front of the camera.
Stand by. Reignited just a few feet from the line.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Tim, how did that go?
I mean, I think it went probably as good as they could. I'm sure they wanted to do better, but I mean, the fight that they had, considering like the emotional like energy it probably took just to continue this weekend, and then the fight to like come from farther back and make their whole way up to 8th place. I think just gives them the credit, like how good they are, and I think you throw in a couple more events in the Thursday that they missed. I mean, I think they're a top team, and the fact that they come back in spite of like everything going against them, like I mean, I'm really proud of everything that they did and everything that Hannah did and everything that they fought through to do the best that they could in spite of really against all odds, for lack of a better term. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Woo! You're good. You can come closer. It's a different lens now.
Hey guys.
Hey.
This close?
Yeah.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Feeling
Talk louder.
a lot. I don't know. It was hard to look before. Like I had a few people that I wanted to say hi to, and I don't know. It's just a weird feeling to like know that was the last time I get to be back out there this year. Like I know this isn't my last CrossFit Games, so I have more to look forward to. But it's just, like it's crazy that you work like basically all year and you make decisions around training all year, whether that's like in the gym or out, and then it like comes to an end like one day. So it's a weird feeling. But I know that like the thing that makes me feel better is that we did like everything that we could in the workouts and the strategy, like outside time, like in the hotels. Like I know that we did everything in our power to do as best as we could, and like I can sleep at night knowing that we gave our best.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for following along and watching the behind the scenes takes of me, Hannah Black, and CrossFit Invictus Unconquerable at the 2024 CrossFit Games. I would like to give a special shout out to my sponsors, Frog Grips, Noco, and Chirp. Without them, I wouldn't be here, and it definitely wouldn't have been the experience that I've had leading up to the games and training. I really appreciate all of you guys for watching. Thank you.
Like and subscribe for more HB content. In the description below, there's all Hannah's discount codes, so check them out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more HB content.
And it's true, there's things these photographs don't show.